Some books were simply forgotten, others were erased. But there is one that was banned, silenced, and labeled dangerous, because it reveals what no religious authority wants you to know. I'm talking about the Book of Enoch. Yes, that Enoch, the man who, according to the Bible, walked with God and was taken by him without seeing death. But what almost no one knows is that this man wrote a book, and that book describes in detail an event the Bible barely mentions. A moment when heaven and earth collided, and the result was catastrophic. Angels fell, they mingled with humans, and they created giants. This book was read by early Christians. It was respected by ancient Jews, and even mentioned in the New Testament, in the book of Jude. But then, it vanished. Why? Because it exposes, it reveals the names of the fallen angels, the sins they committed, the punishments they received, and the secrets they hid from humanity. According to the Book of Enoch, 200 angels descended from heaven, led by a being named Semjaza. They made a terrible oath. They swore to one another that they would take human women and have children with them. These children were not human. They were giants, Nephilim, beings who devoured everything. They corrupted the earth. They killed. And according to the text, they even began to consume human flesh. Yes, cannibalism, magic, genetic corruption. The world plunged into darkness, and because of that, the flood came. But wait, there's more. These fallen angels, called Watchers, didn't just come to teach math or astronomy. They brought witchcraft, spells, weapons of war, and even cosmetics used for seduction and domination. Now stop and think. If these fallen beings taught humans how to forge swords, if they showed how to manipulate metals, if they taught the use of makeup as a tool of control, are we really so far removed from them today? Or does much of what we see in modern culture still bear the mark of these Watchers? The Book of Enoch says these angels were imprisoned, chained beneath mountains, awaiting final judgment. But there are rumors, ancient theories, and whispers in forgotten texts that say not all were imprisoned. Some walk among us, hidden, influencing, guiding empires, sowing wars, and preparing the world for the return of an ancient reign. Do you think this is an exaggeration? Then answer this. Why was this book removed from the Bible? Why did the Roman Church ban it? Why don't religious leaders talk about it? Is it because it's false? Or because it reveals a part of history that tears down the veil of illusion? A part that connects Genesis to Revelation, a part that explains why the world is the way it is. The Book of Enoch also speaks of the coming of a Son of Man, someone who would come in glory to judge the fallen angels and the kings of the earth. Does that sound familiar? Because this Son of Man described there is identical to the one Jesus revealed in the New Testament. And that connection is what terrifies religious systems the most, because it proves the prophets knew more than they were allowed to reveal, and that history is bigger, deeper, and darker than we imagined. Now you decide. Will you accept the summarized version of the truth, or will you keep going down the path of the forgotten books, seeking the truth that was hidden? After all, those who control the past control the future, and those who control what you read control what you believe.